Hello, everybody. This is Kirby over yonder, and just recently um, or just today, by the time I'm recording this, it was announced that there will be four Adventure Time hour-long specials on the HBO Max streaming system. Now, for about a month or two now, there have been rumors about some sort of new Adventure Time project. Apparently, it was going to be called Rumblejaw, but they changed it to Distant Lands, which I'm fine with because Rumblejaw is kind of an awkward name. Um, so, yeah, it's going to be on the HBO Max streaming system, which is really weird. I I I hadn't even heard of this streaming system before or streaming service before today. Um I don't know why they don't just air it on Cartoon Network or put it on DVD or even like put it on Netflix. I think We Bare Bears is on Netflix, so it's not like Cartoon Network just stays away from Netflix. But I will be getting the streaming service pretty much just so I can watch these specials. Um so yeah, I wasn't really a big that much into the idea of Adventure Time being brought back because I people have mixed thoughts on the finale, but personally I thought the finale ended the series almost perfectly. There's very little I would change about it, and I just think that emotionally it really just caps off on Adventure Time beautifully, and I really couldn't ask for much better. Um, so I wasn't that into the idea of the show being brought back. Um, but if they do it well and if it feels like it's necessary, then it might not be the worst thing ever. So there are little synopses for each of the specials. The first one is called BMO, and basically it's about BMO going solving an emergency in space. Um, I I have a very mixed thoughts on BMO episodes. I'm not I like BMO as a character, but I think that a lot of episodes that are just him going on adventures like BMO Noir, BMO Lost, and football. I don't know. They don't work because the stakes aren't very high, and um, normally BMO doesn't really have anyone to bounce off of. Um, um, but I do like episodes like BMO Lost, The More You Mow, The More You Know, and Catch Up because they those episodes give an interesting look into BMO as a character um, and I think are pretty interesting episodes. Um, so this could be good. Um I think that the plot is very wacky and silly. But if they do it, if they use it to have I don't know something interesting or um some sort of character development, excuse me, for BMO, then I think it could be good. I um I hope that it ends with BMO becoming the king of Vu, because that would just be perfect. Um, the next one is called Obsidian, and it's about Marceline and Princess Bubblegum, going into the solving some sort of problem in the Grass Kingdom. Um, what makes me most excited about this episode or about the special is that apparently we will be getting a look into the past of Princess Bubblegum and Marceline. Probably seeing some look into what their relationship was like and kind of the how it ended. Um, I also think this is good because we will be seeing, since this won't be airing on Cartoon Network, um, this might be um it might be a bit more um willing to actually show Princess Bubblegum and Marceline in a romantic relationship. Um Obviously they kissed in the finale, and even before that there were definitely little nods and hints and stuff, but nothing too explicit. Here I think they will be able to get more explicit with it, especially if they're showing the past of these characters. Um, and if they do that, then I think that this special will be very successful. Um, so yeah, the next one is called Wizard City, and it's about Peppermint Butler starting wizard school, I guess. Um, yeah, I this is probably the one that I'm the least excited for. Uh, I don't know. I like Peppermint Butler, but like I never really thought that like I don't know. I don't know if he can hold an hour long special. There aren't really that many episodes about him. The only one I can think of is Nemesis, which is a pretty good episode. But I don't know if he'll be able to hold an hour long episode. There are also episodes where, he plays a significant role, like in Death and Bloom, and he also plays a significant role in the Stakes miniseries. But he's never really, besides Nemesis, he's never really had too much screen time. So, I don't know. I mean, on the other hand, it could be uh, an interesting look into his character. Um, it could, maybe show a side to him that we've never seen before. Um, or maybe, maybe since he was he was lobotomized in Gumbaldia, maybe he'll just kind of become a new character. I don't know. So I would say I'm the least excited for this one, but it could be good. I don't know. The last one is probably the one I'm the most excited for. It's called Together Again, and basically, it brings Finn and Jake together again, and they rediscover their brotherly bond and embark on the most important adventure of their lives. Um, I'm very excited for this one in particular because, um, first off, apparently it's going to bring Finn and Jake together again, which to me means that it's going to be a time jump. I don't know how far of a time jump, but apparently Finn and Jake would have been apart for some amount of time, and I'm very interested. First off, I'm interested in seeing Finn in his 20s, possibly 30s. We don't really know yet. I think that is a really cool idea, and I'm very interested in seeing um, what what happened that made them stop seeing each other super often. Um, how their characters have changed, and especially how they interact now. Like, what if, I don't know, what if Finn and Jake don't get along? I think, because we don't really get too much of Finn and Jake not getting along. I think the only episodes I can really think of are Video Makers and Who Would Win. And both of those episodes are kind of just silly. Like, they're not really, like, super dramatic episodes. But, this might be. Or, I mean, maybe they'll get along just fine. Um, we don't really know yet. Um, and I'm very excited to see what their adventure is like, especially because many people complain about the finale and that Finn and Jake don't really have a major role in it. I'm I'm fine with it because first off, I do think that they do a lot of significant things in the finale. And also at that point, Adventure Time wasn't just about Finn and Jake. It was also about Princess Bubblegum and Marceline and Ice King and Betty and Fern and Gumball and all these different characters. Um, but I also understand that in that, originally the show was about Finn and Jake, Adventure Time with Finn and Jake. Um, so to see kind of a finale where Finn and Jake get to go on this grand adventure, um, and I'm very excited to see what that adventure actually is. Um, I think that could be very good and very satisfying. Um, so overall, I guess if I were to rank these in terms of how excited I am for them, I would go Together Again, then Obsidian, then BMO, and then Wizard City. I think that this could end up being either one of the best or one of the worst things Adventure Time has ever done. We'll just have to wait and see. Adventure Time, as you can tell by my channel, is a show that's very dear to me and is very important to me, and I really hope that these are successful and that these are satisfying and good. But with that, please tell me how you feel about this announcement in the comments, and have a very good day. Kirby out.